Meeting to order, please.
On the roll, Ross.
Yes, here.
Hamilton.
Here.
Hart. Present. Robinson.
Here.
Baxter.
Here.
Harris.
Here.
Fowler.
Here.
And Sulaco.
Here.
Quorum is present, sir.
Thank you. Would everybody stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the prayer by Mr. John Barber?
Let's bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we come before you once again this evening, and we thank you for this fair city that you have given to us. We thank you for those of the community who represent us so well each and every day. We thank you for those in the public safety, Lord, and the police and the fire and electric department who risk themselves to serve us, and we just pray you continue to watch over them. And we thank you for all of this in the name of Jesus, and all God's people said.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So moved.
Second.
Motion moved and second.
On the minutes, go ahead.
On the motion to approve minutes from previous meeting, Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Hart.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Fowler.
Yes.
And Sulaco.
Yes.
Thank you. With that, I want to go ahead and go into the special call, please, if you don't mind. Read it for me.
Okay. This is an email from City Attorney Amy Fields dated March the 9th. It is to the mayor and city council members, honorable members of the North Little Rock City Council. The purpose of this email is to advise you that Mayor Hartwick has called a special meeting of the North Little Rock City Council at 6:05 p.m. Monday, March 9, at City Hall Council Chambers, North Little Rock. The following will be on the agenda. R-2679, authorizing the mayor and city clerk to enter into a conditional alcoholic beverage license agreement with the North Little Rock Chamber of Commerce for the North Little Rock Event Center. This is pursuant to North Little Rock Ordinance 9079, and members were entitled to 72 hours electronic notice and did respond back that they had received it.
Move for adoption.
Motion to adopt,
We need to read the resolution first.
please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Resolution that you want to read.
Thought we just did, so go
Hang
ahead.
on. A resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk to enter into a conditional alcoholic beverage license agreement with the North Little Rock Chamber of Commerce for the North Little Rock Event Center. Now it's ready.
Move for adoption.
Motion to adopt, and there's a second. Any discussion? If not, please.
On the motion, Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
No.
Hart.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Fowler.
Yes.
And Sulaco.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Communications?
Please, anybody?
Move to accept and file 1 and 2.
I'd like to request that the memo portion of 2 be read, please.
Okay, so just on one?
No, I think he said two.
Well, no,
He was going, motion to accept 1 and 2. He's going to have the other 2. Okay.
yeah, so
All right.
one
Move to
would be
accept
the
1.
Yeah, just to accept.
Thank you.
You want to call the roll? You want me to? Okay. Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes,
And Sulaco?
Yes.
And which part of two did you want read?
just the memo portion, cover letter.
Okay. This is a memorandum to North Little Rock City Council from Mayor Terry Hartwick. This is regarding the Main Street Viaduct. To answer, and make sure. Okay. To answer questions from the February 23rd, 2026 council meeting regarding the Main Street Viaduct, this bridge has been rated poor since at least 1999 from discussions with the Arkansas Department of Transportation and records they hold. Since this administration took office in 2021, the city has applied for 6 various grants, which include the 2026 Congressionally Directed Spending CDS funds recently signed into law by President Trump on February 3rd, 2026. The total appropriation request was for $2 million, which includes $400,000 that was appropriated on May 9, 2025. In addition to receiving notification that the CDS funds were signed into law, the 2026 budget appropriated an additional $600,000 to begin the planning, environmental review, and design, which was not contingent upon receiving a grant. The city has also been in conversations with Union Pacific as recent as last week, and attached you will find a chronological order of steps that have been taken by the current administration. Is there a motion?
Motion to adopt?
Second.
Motion accepted. Thank you.
Discussion.
On the,
Any discussion? I see one over here, yes.
go ahead.
Mr. Hamilton?
Mr. Mayor, since this was brought up again, I'd like to ask, this chronology,
Chronological.
Answer number 5, question number 5 was what have we done in the past 6 years to get, or what have we done to get shovel-ready? And the answer is we've applied for grants and had meetings and as set aside funding as listed above and had meetings with Union Pacific. So in order to become shovel-ready for this bridge, if I read the answer correct, we applied for 2 grants in 2022. We asked Senator Bozeman for some money in 2024 and 25. And now we've applied for another grant. And we've had meetings, which I know we had one, I believe, as recently as last week, but before then, the last one that I saw the minutes for, and the last meeting we talked about it, was in 2024. I just want to make sure that answer number 5 is right, and I'm not missing anything.
David, are you here? David Cook. David, here in the other room, come over here, please. He should be coming, excuse us for just a second.
And if you don't mind answering before David gets here, I guess answer number 6, or the question was, are we planning any
David,
innovation?
did he ask you a question, please? Did you
Yes,
hear?
sir.
Go ahead and answer it. Did you
What was the question?
Go ahead.
Question number 5 is what has been done to get shovel-ready? I had intended when I asked that to mean, since what have we done in total? And the answer number 5 is we have applied for grants as listed above, which I have there in 2022. We applied for 2 grants. In 2024 and in 2025, we applied for 1 state grant and 2, we asked the senator for money.
That's correct, and we've had coordination meetings with Union
Yeah.
Pacific over the phone, and we had a meeting last week, or 2 weeks ago, on February 25th, to start the ball rolling again, getting in front of them saying, now that we have funds for the design, this is what we're going to do.
Okay. Answer number 6 is to the innovation question. We are exploring all possibilities. I know we have a preliminary estimate for replacing the bridge, and we have estimates to repair this stuff. Besides exploring all possibilities, could you elaborate on that, Mr. Mayor?
Yes, sir. We've been in contact with Union Pacific this last week. What the money we put up for us for engineering studies, you cannot do anything with the bridge until we have the engineering studies done. Is that correct, Mr. Scoop?
That is correct, the environmental surveying and design.
So with that, you got to start with that. We've been in communication with Union Pacific. As I said before, we started with this, and I applaud this administration for getting it started. You put money already up close to $1 million. So right now, I think we have close to 3.2 million, Ms. Ember. Shake your head if that's correct.
So 2,000,000, 1.6, and 400,000.
So what have we done to get this ready?
Hey, y'all, remember, because of the
I know,
minutes, we got to be on the
I know you gotta be up
microphone.
there. So long story short, he's asking me a question. What have we done to get this shovel ready? This administration has done more to get this shovel ready than any administration in the last 20 years. So back to it, here's a process you have to go through. First, engineering studies, make sure Union Pacific is okay with it, which we have to do. And this is the point we're at right now to get this thing, as you say, shovel ready. They have to go through engineering studies, get it right. Union Pacific even has to approve it. And with what we're doing now, they're about to sign on a letter saying, we support what you're doing. Yes, ma'am.
I had a question about, so my question that wasn't on here, where it gave me heartburn, was about the last time that we applied for the grant at the level that we did, we hired someone as a contractor to help us write the grant, prepare the grant, so
That
we
was a
gave
grant
our...
writer. We did, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so with this particular situation, that's what I was asking, like, did we feel that that wasn't necessary? Because it sounds like the team, from the city's perspective, was overextended.
I don't
He was
think
newer.
so. Come on up, Ms. Ember.
So so are we not looking at asking for outside help to ensure that we present the best application? Because I would hate for us to put forth, my question or concern was that the application that we put forth, how much were we asking for?
It was 2 million in
So
total.
we're asking for
including
$2
the
million, and there were some significant holes that Councilmember Hamilton pointed out. And so my question was, is there some legitimacy to the fact that we should consider having a consultant moving forward directly connected to applying for this type of grant?
So when we hired the consultant, we didn't have a grant manager position. So we hired a consultant for this one grant. We since have hired a full-time position. And so, no, again, I don't think we should hire a consultant because we have a full-time position. And just like every other job in the city, there's going to be some learning challenges. And we've taken the feedback from the last meeting. I've talked to him. He watched the meeting. He knows all the concerns. And it's going to be better next time.
Anybody else? Mr. Hamilton?
Has it taken us 5 years to get to the point where we now have the capability to do engineering?
We have the funds in the budget to do the engineering, so Mr. Cook can get started on that.
It's taken us pretty 20 years to some extent. But go ahead, Mr. Cook, I apologize.
After our latest meeting, I've talked to Garver, our consultant engineering firm, and they have started the environmental process. They are going through and looking at the contract we've had with them and looking at the scope of work, and we have already scheduled another meeting with the Union Pacific representative. It will be there, the Garver representatives, Union Pacific, and myself.
Anybody else? Where are we? Motion and second?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
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 Thanks, David.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank y'all very much. I appreciate it. I got some presentations to make, if y'all don't mind. We've got the 7th and 8th. Just come on up and identify yourself, please, and tell us a little bit about it, please, sir, if you don't mind.
7th grade team to come up. How you all doing?
Thank you. Your name?
Marco Cole.
Thank you, sir.
Head basketball coach, 7th and 8th grade at North Little Rock Middle School. Okay, we're bringing up the 7th grade team first. Okay, you guys come up, kind of line up this way. Start at the table facing this way.
And mamas and daddies, if y'all like to come up and take pictures, make yourself feel free at home. Come on up if you'd like.
Now, if you want to come up and take pictures, feel free. This is a very special group here. We set goals early, and their goal was to go undefeated in the season. So they're a very confident bunch, very confident bunch. And they made the goal to go undefeated, and they attained that goal of going undefeated.
Right.
They were 11-0 this season.
Way to go, guys.
And also to add, they were rarely challenged this year on the court. This is a special group that you will hear more about in the years to come. They are very coachable. Like I said, a very athletic, cohesive group. They actually got out and ran plays, and they're a structured group to be so young. So in the years to come, you can look for these guys to bring more championships to North Little Rock.
Way to go, guys. Wait.
Now to turn around and y'all go out there and take a picture back this way.
Yep. Y'all face this way.
Mayor, do you want to go down there with them?
Yeah, Mayor.
I will. Yes, I was about to. But they're afraid that most of them are taller than me.
Sixth grade middle school, huge supporter of that millage.
All right, who's the smallest one?
Well, he's correct.
Okay. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, this is my second year here, right? So this 8th grade group that I'm calling up, I had them last year as 7th graders. So they're like my babies. These guys are resilient, for sure. They went 19-0 this season. But they also ended last season on a 10-0 winning streak, so they are now 29-0. Guys, come up. Hey, graders, come up.
Mayor, you might as well get in the middle.
In the front.
That's what I was gonna let you say. Can't see him.
Kevin, you,
Take it right where that kid's right.
Kevin, who's the guy used to be show? I don't think that's him. Newsom.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Coach.
And we appreciate it. Up next will be the ninth grade coach, Lareal Bailey. And introduce him now.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, how are y'all? I'm Coach Lareal Bailey. I coach the ninth grade boys basketball team at Northern Rock High School. A little bit about these guys, man, they're a tough group. We hung our hat on defense this year. We didn't go undefeated, although that was one of our goals. We ended up going 21-1. We won the league, and we also won the tournament championship. So,
Real spurt. These guys are real taller.
Mr. Mayor,
Derek.
I also want to say we plan on being back with our girls team in a couple of weeks. We're in the state championship Saturday. Go Cats.
Yeah, they play, they go to Hot Springs this weekend, the girls team.
Mayor, were you going to mention that other presentation? They weren't able to show
I'm
up.
about, if you, go ahead if you don't mind, but what it amounts to, those that didn't know, the proclamation from President for AmeriCorps Week, they had to cancel, so we're going to try to invite them back in the last meeting in March, so letting you know about that.
All right, now we are up to the
The
consent.
consent agenda, if I'm not mistaken.
You have 4 items.
Yeah, let's wait till them get out for just a sec. If anybody like to pull one from the consent agenda, if not, I'll ask for a voice. I'm sorry, go ahead. Mr. Allen.
R2665, please.
R26,
65?
65?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that the only one?
The air show. He wants to pull that, so the rest of them, I'll ask for an aye on 126, 63, 64, and 66, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm fixed to say, all in favor? Aye. Those against? None? Okay, please.
R 2665, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution amending the 2026 budget for the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas to include additional expenses in certain budgets.
Thank you.
Is there a motion?
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Motion adopted, second. Mr. Hampton.
Never miss a chance to promote the air show. I'm assuming the $75,000 is for the air show, is that correct?
You got it right.
And when will that be, and what will happen, and
Back like it
Let's
usually,
talk
we've
about
been
it.
doing this for over 2 years since this administration's been back, and it's brought a tremendous amount of, is Virgil still here out there, or he leave already? Virgil? Oh, there's Virginia. I didn't see Virginia. Come on up, please. My apology.
great.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Ember. Virginia, tell us a little bit about it, please, ma'am. And do it for yourself, please.
It will be Saturday and Sunday, October 3rd and 4th. This year it will be a Saturday night show and then a Sunday afternoon. We are not going to compete this year with homecoming at the area high schools.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very proud of this. Like I say, we started putting this back on, I guess, about 6 years ago, and it brings in groups and groups. And you know what I get more proud of is the little kids that come out to watch it and the things we get to display. So, any more questions?
Nope, just wanted to do that.
Thank you, Virginia, for what you do.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Okay, on the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
We're up to new business condemnations, R2667, Mayor Hartwick.
With the council's approval, I'm going to go ahead and call these one at a time, please, if you don't mind, I'll get through them. So R2667, please.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 324 North Johnson Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for a property owner to abate said nuisance.
Thank you. With that, I need to call a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against this R2667, please come to the microphone, for or against. Seeing none, I'll adjourn the public hearing.
So moved.
Motion.
Second.
Okay. On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
R2668, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 1403.5 North Vine Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
Thank you. Again, I need to call a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against R2668, please come forward. Seeing none, I'll adjourn it.
Motion?
So moved.
Second.
On the motion, Ross?
I'm sorry, Ms. Ross, I apologize. Thank you, Steve.
I just want to say, we've got the Dark Hollow group here, and if there ever was a piece of property that was a nuisance, and I know in the letter it says this has been 15 years getting to this point, this is just 2 years, just code enforcement violations. And
Wow.
I know that this is something that Dark Hollow has had to put up with constantly. It's over 15 years, and so anyway, I just want everybody to know how hard they worked also to get this.
Thank you.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
R2669, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 1512 Nanette Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
Thank you. Again, Peter Paul, public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against R2669, please come forward. Seeing none, I'll adjourn it.
So moved. Second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
R2670, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 4732 Alpha Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
Those wishing to speak, excuse me, I need to adjourn that, or I'm lost.
Convene a public hearing.
Excuse me, I lost track. Let's convene a public hearing on this. Wishing to speak for or against, please come forward. Those wishing to speak for or against, please come forward. Seeing none, I'll adjourn it. Go ahead, please.
Is there a motion?
Second.
Second.
Now on the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
R2671, Mayor Hartwick.
Please, again.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 7123 Service Road in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, to constitute public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
Thank you. Again, I need to call a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against, please come to the microphone and identify yourself, please.
Yes, I own this property. I sold it on a contract for deed about a year ago,
Yes,
and
sir.
they went in and gutted the property.
I gotta have your name, though, if you don't mind.
John Jacoby.
Thank you, John.
I'm with Rob Jack Enterprises.
Okay.
I sold them the property on a contract for deed, and they've destroyed the property. Now they've not paid on it for 4 months. I'm trying to get it back, but there was a mistake made when we done the contract for deed, and I'm with my lawyer and with the title company to try to straighten that out.
Okay,
So
Miss-
I really can't do anything with it until the title's straightened out.
Ms. Fields?
If the city council votes to condemn the property tonight, you can get in touch with the city attorney's office, and we have a path for you to be able to rehab the property. You'd have to enter into an agreement, put up an escrow in the amount of the estimate for demolition, and have 180 days to bring the property up to code. So I don't know how they're going to vote. If they do vote to condemn it and you want to rehab the property, you can get back in touch with my office.
It's not worth rehabbing it. I'm going to demolition it. I just got to wait until I get the title straight.
Okay. And I'm not sure how long that will take if you're going to demo it. If it's pretty quick, you may want to get with code so you can demo it yourself.
I
So we
spoke to him
won't.
and I'll speak with him
Okay,
soon.
all right.
I just want to let you know, I've not abandoned the property. I'm just tied up.
I understand. I appreciate you.
All right.
So with that, anybody else wish to speak for or against? If not, I'll adjourn the public hearing.
Motion?
Second.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
The next 4 items, I believe, were filed a meeting too soon.
They were. We jumped the gun, so if we could hold those till next meeting, all 4 of
The
those.
next 72, 73, 74, and 75?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
oh, let's go to R 2676 then.
Yes, sir?
R 2676, a resolution certifying the amount of a cleanup lien to be filed with the Pulaski County Tax Collector against certain real property located at 2410 West 16th Street, the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas.
Again, I need to call a public hearing on this. Those wishing to speak for or against, please come on R 2676. Please come forward. Seeing none, I'll adjourn the public hearing.
Their motion?
Second.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
R 2677, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution certifying the amount of a cleanup lien to be filed with the Pulaski County Tax Collector against certain real property located at 813 North F Street in the city of North Little Rock.
Again, I need to call a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against R 2677, please come forward. Seeing none, I'll adjourn it, please.
Motion?
Second.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
R 2678, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution approving and certifying amounts of liens to be filed with the Pulaski County Tax Collectors against certain real properties in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas as a result of grass cutting expenses and abatement of other nuisances.
Again, one more time, those wishing to speak for or against R 2678, please come forward. Seeing none, I'll adjourn the public hearing.
Their motion?
Move for adoption.
Second.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
We're up to ordinances, O 2614, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
An ordinance adopting policies and procedures for the North Little Rock Event Center declaring emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend the readings, put on third and final reading.
Second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Mr.
I'm sorry.
Hamilton.
It's a little.
Forgive me.
Oh, did you have a question? sir?
No,
I looked up and every time there's discussion, City Clerk Whippy's looking at me and I'm like, oh, man, that says too much. Would you mind, Mr. Mayor, if we got a little bit of an explanation as to how the process for which these were put together?
Ms. Hamlin, Mr. Fields can do that.
I can do that.
Yes.
Kim Koricki, who's the Event Center Coordinator, I'm not sure her exact title, but she looked at rules and at policies and procedures from a lot of different event centers, particularly around the state, and then worked with our department to revise them to make sure that we covered the things that needed to be covered from a legal point of view, and also just from a policy point of view, the things that felt like it was important to be included in the rules and policies for the event center.
Very good. Do you know which cities she looked at? Is she here?
I do not know.
We sent her to, I don't know how many event centers and policies, so for everything from Benton, I think she's been to Fayetteville. I'd be lying if I told you more, but I know she's been to those and looked at all the policies that they go through. And I think she's been to the State House Convention Center, looked at their policies too, so.
Yeah, and I can also say that Marie Miller, the deputy city in my office, also looked at other policies and procedures and made sure that everything was consistent with the things that needed to be included in a municipally owned event center.
I appreciate it.
Ms. Ross?
Go ahead.
Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
done. I'm done.
No, I was going to say, well, I did read it all, and I kept trying to find something that wasn't in there, but no, it has the license security, it has everything in there, so.
I appreciated the friendly nature of it. It was,
And
in tone, it was, we really want to make sure y'all have a good time. And
Yes.
I liked it. And I also was looking for something, and I liked it.
And the tone is all credit to Ms. Curricky.
Well, I was hoping to
and
thank
that
her
was the
here
goal.
tonight. I would have thought
Yeah.
she would have been here.
Anybody else?
On the motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
O 2615, council members Ross and Robinson.
Please call it.
An ordinance repealing section 2-4 of the North Little Rock Municipal Code declaring emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend the reading and place it on the third reading.
Second.
Motion suspended, seconded.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
No.
Hart?
No.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Ms. Ross?
Let's get it on the floor if you have a motion.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
All right, now Ms. Ross.
I don't know if Amy wants to speak on this, but, we were contacted by a business owner, Nathan and I both were, and they did go back and, our Muni code, the link that's on the city website, and there was a lot of work going in to find out when and what, and I know that we haven't been using this, and so this is just pretty much to bring us into compliance, and if anyone doesn't agree with this, then, they can bring back their legislation. Right now, it's strictly just get us in compliance for right now.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay. For the motion? Yes, sir.
So I would like to say that that's not the only way we could do it. We could let it stand, and we could just be in compliance from now on. We don't have to repeal this. We could, this is a two-step process. The proposed legislation is a repeal for a two-step process for city property disposition, and it's a reaffirmation of prior land sales. I want to be clear that I support reaffirming all prior land sales, even the ones that I disagree with. That makes sense. It's the logical and practical solution to applying a requirement retroactively that we haven't been following. I've got no problem with that piece, but I do have a problem with actively repealing the requirement itself. Is it unnecessary? What becomes easier? What becomes faster? The requirement to advertise and to bring the property before the city council to determine the manner for how to advertise it is pretty straightforward. It says the council has the opportunity to discuss and decide the manner, whether it's broad public notice, sealed bids, or nothing except for the mayor targeting solicitation. We can make that decision. And then separately, we vote on whether to approve the sale. All it requires is that we be explicit and transparent about how we're selling a public asset. We're making sure that there's a guardrail in place. We may trust the past mayors, we may trust this mayor, but a single vote within 1 week or less than a week on the agenda of the how and why to be on the agenda. It doesn't give a second chance to anyone who doesn't know that it's there. It ensures that the public sees us deliberate on advertising, or at least have the chance to deliberate, before it's announced, not after. That matters for fairness, it matters for accountability, and frankly, it matters for the appearance of fairness, which in governance is just as important as fairness itself. State law has a requirement that state property must be advertised before it can be sold. The city of Bentonville, the city of Jonesboro, I looked at probably about 50 cities in our, or not 50, 15 more likely. 13 of the 15, I found 13 that have either advertising or appraisal requirements first. I don't know why we have to repeal this. We could repeal it and be in compliance, I guess, but we could also just decide to start following this advertising law. If we're voting to repeal it, we're voting to take away a step of public accessibility to some of these dealings.
Mr. Vince.
I'm not sure this question is for Amy or Ms. Ember. What are the legal and financial consequences if our city is not in compliance?
And I think that I said this at the last meeting, because the state law says that sales of property can be approved by a majority of the city council present and voting, because that has been done on all sales of property. It is my opinion that those sales are valid. This ordinance, just as a safety valve, because people sometimes like to challenge things, goes ahead and reaffirms and ratifies any previous sales. But going forward, this is simply a policy decision for you all to make. Council members Ross and council members Ross and Robinson have sponsored this ordinance to continue conducting business as we have done, and having the mayor present property sales to you all. And so it's just a policy decision on your behalf of whether you want to proceed as we have in practice or not, or enforce the old code section.
Anybody else? Ms.
Also
Hart?
known as the current
Ms. Hart?
Well,
Is it current?
it is current.
Ms. Hart?
So that was a lot, but I don't think I quite heard the answer. So I just want to verify that you're saying that we are not, if we did nothing today and we kept this in place, there would be no legal ramifications that someone could take or financial ramifications that someone could take on the city for us not following this particular rule.
And I'm not sure I understood your question. I'm sorry.
If we kept this the same today, like if we did not repeal it,
Right.
are we in any way legally liable or financially liable? Can someone come and sue us or?
The last I checked, it cost $135 to file a complaint at the circuit court. Somebody can always sue. I feel like we are in a good position if that happened, but we also have an ordinance on the books that has not been enforced, and we have 2 council members that would like to repeal that, and so that's really the question going forward. I can't guarantee that that there would not be a lawsuit, and you never know how a judge is going to rule for sure. We have a good legal argument. You never know how long that process is going to take. I can't sit here and say 100% there wouldn't ever be any legal or financial consequences, but I feel like I feel, and I've been an attorney for a whole lot of years, I feel real comfortable with our previous property sales.
Mr. Fowler?
Yes, sir. I believe this question would be for Clerk Whitby, who researched some of this in the process. Clerk Whitby, were you able to find any evidence of any of these requirements being followed? I believe the inception was 1980, so the past 46 years?
So we went back and did, I'm not going to say it's a thorough search, but we did a pretty good search, and we're not able to find any resolutions that matched up to that. Just looking at the resolutions, and I think the city attorney may have
I
done
did the
something
same.
similar. We did
Okay.
not we did not discuss it with each other. We did
No.
it on our own.
Right.
But I was not finding anything.
Right.
And then I was randomly reading minutes and not
And
finding.
I don't want to put words in either your mouth, clerk, or you, Ms. Fields, but so the past 46 years, this has not been,
Not that I could find.
Not that we can find any record of, I guess would be the-
I did a search to the best of
Okay,
my ability of
okay.
the clerk's records and
Okay.
put in different search
I just-
terms, and I couldn't find anything.
I want to clarify that as I
Okay.
hash through this. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Hamilton.
I also looked and could not find
Thank you.
an instance where, so we've certainly sold land and made sure we advertised it first. We have done that. And we've taken offers on land.
Oh, yes, but
I mean, it's
I'm
not that
talking
we've
about.
never advertised for land sales. We sold a piece of property for $5,000 last year, and the mayor insisted that a sign be put in the yard first. Economic Development had to go print signs and put it in the yard. We had to offer it and publish it in the newspaper for 60 days. That was last year. So I know we have advertised for land sales before. But I couldn't find any instance of where we invoked that requirement to do so.
Yeah, I just searched legislation.
Yeah.
I did not search.
I couldn't find anything that mentioned that particular point too. So in terms of the past liability, any land sales that this council has approved, that ordinance was in effect. So if we repeal it now, I mean, it still was in effect at the time.
Right.
So repealing it now doesn't have any effect whatsoever on the fact that it was in effect at the time, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right.
So I don't see any, on past land sales, we're in
I
the
gotta
same
go.
spot as we were. That's, okay.
I had a question about, I don't know if this is for the mayor or the clerk or the city attorney, but was there any research when you guys were doing that? Was there any type of research or consideration for adjusting this to maybe match where it has the transparency that obviously was considered when this rule was made, along with like a blending of what we would like now and what it was back then? Or was it just, was the intention just to see if it was ever done?
I was just doing it as a result of the discussion at the previous meeting, just to see
Mm-hmm.
if I could find anything.
Ms.
Okay.
Fields, I'm sorry, Ms. Fields, and then you, Ms.
Right,
Ross.
and, no, I was looking as well as Ms. Whitby was, and as well as Councilmember Hamilton was, to see if this subsection of Section 2.4 of the Code of Ordinances had been utilized. And I don't think that there would be any way to search historically, at least not that I know of, to see if there was ever any intent of any kind of blending or anything else. I don't know
Well,
how
that's what
that would be
I'm
even
asking, was
possible.
there anybody, did anybody look at the opportunity or the possibility of changing the legislation
Oh, of
to
change,
meet?
I thought you
Yeah,
were
like-
talking about the past.
No,
So because
changing rather than
right.
appealing it, changing it to
Okay.
match what we would
Okay.
like to see today, and then still
Okay.
having some.
And I can speak to that as well, because I'm not a policymaker. I draft legislation that is requested by the mayor or the city council. I don't propose legislation. So my answer, as far as I am concerned, is no.
Ms. Ross.
Just want to say that we have not followed this for 46 years. There's no reason to leave it on the books if we're not going to follow it. And I've said all along, anyone that wants to bring back legislation, you were talking about amending it, you could have made you could have called Amy and made any kind of amendments you wanted to it if you thought that you weren't. So right now, my goal is to repeal this, and then when anybody wants to bring back legislation, I know that we have properties sometimes that have NDA, and we can't talk about it. We can't, it's confidential with our Economic Development Department. So this is something that if anybody wants to bring back legislation, they're more than welcome to, but I see no need having something on the books that we have not followed in 46 years.
I think Ms. Hart got her hand up first. Ms. Hart?
So, Councilmember Ross, you think that the legislation, what is your opinion about the legislation itself, the code itself? Like, do you think, I know that you're speaking about,
And remember, this isn't a time for question and
Exactly.
answers.
We have to address the mayor.
And cross-talking with each other.
okay.
So, Mr. Hamilton?
I'd like to ask the mayor, to make sure I'm following the rules. I want to bring up the point that this legislation was passed 46 years ago, presumably for some reason. I mean, the state requires any state land to be advertised before it's sold. Multiple cities have that requirement as well. I don't think somebody just stood up and said, let's pull this out of the air. They probably pulled it out of the, or probably decided to do it because they needed the public, they thought the public should know when a piece of property is up for sale, or at least for the council to make that decision.
Ms. Hart, Ms. Robinson?
This legislation, as stated earlier, we've not followed it for 46 years. And many of us up here have worked under several administrations. You know, even Mr. Hamilton has worked under at least 2 administrations. And the thing is, we've not followed it. So my thing is, why not appeal it? You know, repeal it. And I'm for repealing it because we have not followed it, and this will make us more, coming more or less in compliance.
Okay.
Because we have not
Yeah,
followed
yeah.
it. However, if some of you want to sponsor, amend the legislation to bring the language more up to 2026, feel free.
Ms. Hart and then Ms. Ross.
So, Mr. Mayor, is this something that you would want to see? Am I allowed to ask you that? Like, is this something that you would want to see repealed just based on effectiveness and how we handle?
I have complete trust in my aldermen who serve at this table. It looks like right now I've got 2 aldermen who want to see this repealed, so I'll let you know in just about, if there's any more questions, I'll call it for a vote. I'll tell you how I feel about it. Ms. Ross?
I just want to say one thing. I want to say thank you to the business owner when she contacted us
Yeah.
for bringing this back. I went back, you know, we've got MuniCode. Our MuniCode has not been updated since 2006, so I didn't know where to look, and thank you for going back and Diane for researching all of this. But I will tell you, we need to either codify with MuniCode or the city needs to do something. I was like, okay, well, I'll sit down and go through this and see what, first 9 pages, there's errors on every single one that we're not doing anymore. I mean, it's the time for the city council meeting, all of that. MuniCode needs to be updated. So
And about this-
thank her, and that way, if she wanted to look online, she would have it, and we could tell her, yes, that is correct.
May I put my hand up?
I gotta go here in the
I-
back.
I-
Go ahead, Ms. Hippo.
I totally get that. I really do.
And plus, members of this council have stated in the past regarding legislation from 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, updating the legislation. We have had council members to say that. So, with this legislation, and I'll say it again, we've not done it. We've not, this is something that we have not done for 46 years. We're going to repeal it. I want it repealed because we've not followed it through. However, if we have council members up here that want to change the language, bring it up to date, feel free to do so. Therefore, I don't think we need to have a long discussion on it.
Mr. Hamilton?
I agree with Ms. Robinson that it is simple. But since we're not following it, instead of repealing it, it's simple. We just start following it. It's even more simple than repealing it. I mean, that's the logic trap. If we're not following it, we have 2 choices. Oh, we repeal it, so we're not doing anything bad, or we follow it and keep the level of transparency where it should be in the first place, where it was on somebody, this city council, and 46 years ago, thought was a good idea.
Anybody else? I gotta go Hart and then Ross.
I just want to make sure that I offer clarity in my point. So my concern about repealing it is similar to what Councilmember Hamilton said, is that there was a reason that this was done. And then the way that it was brought to me as a problem had to specifically do with transparency, making sure that we as city government were being fair and balanced in how we did things. And that comes along with transparency. So that's why I don't mind going back and looking for changing the language, but I'm not for doing away with it completely because and I think that's a false narrative to say we haven't done it for 46 years because there are pieces that we have done. We're just talking about the totality of the way the code is written. We did not do it that way. But there are very specific pieces of things in here that we have done. So clearly there's some things that we feel as the city need to be done, and then there's things that don't need to be done, which makes for the adjustment. And because we've made the point that either way, if somebody was to come and create some type of claim, whether it be legally or financially, we still would be liable because we made the decision while the thing existed. It just seems like instead of us repealing it and saying we want to do away with it, I think we need to have consideration for changing the language to match what we want to do today, but keeping the transparency, because I think we're doing away with transparency.
Ms. Ross.
Final word. This is not being.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I wasn't finished.
Who else has the floor, Ms. Hart? I'm sorry. I'll come back.
This is final on this. This going back and forth. This is not about not being transparent. This is bringing us in compliance. And I look forward to see Councilmember Hart and Hamilton bring back some legislation that shows the transparency. What we have right here was not necessarily being followed because evidently it was too hard, or I don't know what the reason why it wasn't followed. That's final. Let's vote.
Anybody else? I got Ms. Hart, and I guess I got Mr. Hamilton again.
I just wanted to make a personal point of
Call the question. Yes, ma'am.
that there are times when I talk, and the moment I get off topic, Councilmember Ross always tends to, like y'all tend to have energy about making sure that we stay on topic. And when Councilmember Ross does that, as she just did, not this time, but the last time, nobody said anything. So I just want to make a point that.
Point well taken.
Thank you.
Mr. Hamilton.
Wasn't on topic.
I think I understand what Councilmember Ross is saying. Everyone is entitled to bring legislation. That's not really the point, is because what if I want to bring this back? So as it reads, requiring it to be brought, I mean, we're literally voting on bringing back, your legislation is to repeal the advertising requirement. I propose we keep the advertising requirement.
Okay.
That's.
So where are we right now, Ms. Whitby? Oh, Mr. Fowler.
This doesn't work. Let's work together and bring something back that works.
All right, Ms. Fowler, Ms. Whitby, I'm sorry.
So we have a motion and a second to adopt.
Okay, both second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
No.
Hart?
No.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
On the emergency clause, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
No.
Hart?
No.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
Thank y'all.
02616, Councilmember Hart.
Please call it.
An ordinance rezoning certain real property located at 806 North Magnolia Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, from R4 to C6 zoning classification by amending ordinance number 9263 to allow the construction of a fourplex, declaring an emergency. First reading.
Move to suspend all readings.
Second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Sulaco?
Yes.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Okay. Is there any discussion?
None I see.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Kinselato?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Kinselato?
Yes.
O 2617, Councilmember Ross.
Please call, I want to read it one time and have a
An ordinance-
discussion on that.
So she's going to have it read one time, and I think you said hold it. Is that what I heard?
So he's going to read it first, though, then you'll make a motion
Okay, all
to
right.
suspend the reading
Go ahead,
on
Mr.
second reading.
Go ahead, Dave.
An ordinance amending Article 14, the sign ordinance of ordinance number 7697 to include the Main Street Second Sign Overlay District, declaring emergency, first reading.
Move to suspend the reading.
Second.
On the motion to suspend the first reading, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
I'll be honest, I've never done the only one reading. What's the exact process here?
That'll put it on the second reading.
For tonight, like
Then
we're
we'll
supposed
read
to
it,
read it
then
at
they'll
3
read it
council
the-
meetings, so now
Or
it's.
3 readings, so this will put it on the second reading.
So
It
now
has
it'll
to
be
read
2?
3
Okay,
times.
I've
Yeah.
never done that. So yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Fowler?
Yes.
Kinselato?
Yes.
Is there a motion to put it, well, it needs to be read a second time because we just suspended and placed it on that reading, so read it again.
An ordinance amending Article 14, the sign ordinance of ordinance number 7697 to include the Main Street Second Sign Overlay District, declaring emergency.
So now, for discussion, you're going to make a motion to adopt. It does not mean you have to
Motion to
call it to a
adopt.
vote. So is there a second?
Second.
Second, now for conversation. Go ahead, Ms. Ross.
Okay, this is an explanation.
Okay, speak up.
Okay. Can you scoot up, Andy? I had no knowledge that this was going to be on the agenda because I would have never sponsored a micro sign overlay district on Main Street. Mr. Griffin's here, and bless your heart, driving all this way for tonight and then for us to hold it. But I spoke to him back in October and never heard anything again until this was on the agenda. What this is for is the gas stations. This is something that planning's dealing with all the time that we really, really need to look at in our electronic copy sign ordinance. Planning says that just the gas station signs, all it has is the gas price. It has nothing else, just the gas price. It's no pictures, no words, or anything like that. It's just that, and it's required by state law to have those. Every gas station has to have these. And so what I want to do, and Ms. Fields and we had talked about, and that's why I thought that we would have time before this came back, was to look at our electronic copy sign. To me, this is no different than having your time and temperature sign on there. And I know that planning, they get calls all day, every day on this. But these are monument signs, and all it would have was just the gas price on them. So that's why Ms. Fields and I are working on something right now, though, so I'll hold it.
Okay. And what are we going
That
to do now?
concludes all business.
So a public comment section, I have 3. Miss Christina, are you still here? Christina Gully? I don't see her.
She's here, Mayor.
She's there.
Where's Christina?
Over here.
Oh, there you are. I'm sorry, Christina, I didn't see. My apology, didn't see you, Christina. You got 3 minutes, as you know, Christina.
Do I need to bring something?
Good evening.
Evening.
How are y'all doing?
Good.
I'm just here to tell y'all that the 7th annual North Little Rock Free Shred and Recycle event will be held April the 11th from 9 to 11 at the North Little Rock High School student parking lot. And I would love for you guys to come out, encourage the residents to come out and bring all their paper goods they need shredded. So, rock solid shredding would be shredding the documents on site. You can just stay in your car and pop your trunk, and we'll have volunteers to get it out of your vehicle.
Thank you, Christina, appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Mayor, if there's a flyer on that and you can get it to Shara, she would put it on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I'll send it to her today. She's going to
Oh,
post
awesome.
it. Yeah.
Already got it.
Mhm.
Great.
And Lamar is going to advertise it for us for free. So.
Gotcha. Appreciate it. Let's go Christopher Shubin. Christopher, please, come up and identify yourself. You got 3 minutes, please.
I'm Christopher Shubin. Apologize, public speaking is tough for me. I am a new resident, a homeowner of North Little Rock recently. I purchased a new construction home on 24th Street near North Little Rock High School. I came here to learn this process and how this process is done, and to possibly open a conversation or whatever means I may have to move forward on the conversation to enacting a quiet zone, possibly, for the railroad on Percy, Macon, north and southbound, particularly on the Pike 24th, 22nd, 18th, and 13th railroad crossings. To my understanding, those railroad crossings need to be brought up to a certain specific standard to enable to enact a quiet zone. And I'm just looking to see if there's a direction, if there's been a conversation about that. And if there's a possible for an immediate remedy, the evergreen shrubbery is great at absorbing sound. The evergreens that have been there are very mature, and there is nothing from the floor to about 20 foot up, no longer. If there's a possibility to maybe add more sound barrier along this railroad track to help absorb this sound, I do apologize, I was not informed that these trains operate throughout the night. Because it was a new construction home, it seems, since it wasn't seller occupied, I learned about this my first night in the home on February 23rd. I have some medical conditions, and so I'm in a process of figuring out some remedies here to, I have issue calming my parasympathetic nervous system, and I'm service connected. I was active duty military, rapid response worldwide deployer for 5 of my 6 years active duty in a very unique unit. And uninterrupted restful sleep is my only ability to calm my parasympathetic nervous system. So I'm out of shape right now. I'm out of sorts the last 2 weeks. It's been my problem solving and my brain is starting to function. And I'm trying to figure out how to fight this and react and adapt and move forward like I used to. So I just wanted to open a conversation about, is it Percy Macon? And at north and southbound railway from 13th, 18th, 22nd, 24th, Pike, and then I do not know the next railroad crossing. I've been observing these trains throughout the night. There's a train every night about 2 o'clock in the morning, 3:45 in the morning. I have video recordings, and
I gotta have you wrap it up.
yes, Mayor, I do appreciate the time, and if there's any direction I can move forward.
Appreciate it. Ms. Ross?
I wish I had a better answer for you because this is something, I have a file this big on the railroad quiet zone, and it all goes back to Union Pacific. As far as planning anything along there, that's their property, and they haven't been very cooperative on anything that we have tried. We've talked about maybe closing some of the crossing, the street there, and it was just, they would close, we had to close all of them and leave one open, basically, is what they came down to. And we just can't do that. And that was the only thing that they were willing to work with, is close the others. And so I don't know if there's anybody else, Mayor, if there's anyone that you know that you could work with. And
we can try to get with this guy we was talking to last week.
Your area is I know it's bad. I know it's bad.
So you know they're made by law to hit that signal. The train is, I mean, it's something they have to do. Every time they get within a crossing area, they're made by the engineers. The only reason I know this is because I have a bunch of buddies, and they say they have to ring that so many times before they get to any type of crossing.
Between 96 and 110 decibels.
Oh, it does. It's big. It's big.
And I would give
Mr.
anything
Hamilton.
if I could have a solution.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, my sympathies as well. I'm with Ms. Ross. This is not a new thing, unfortunately, in that area, and I'm sorry that you were in your situation was such that you found out a little later. I like to remind people, and unfortunately in your case, let you know, this railroad was here before the city was. There's very, very little that, I don't want to give any false hopes. That's only what I'm saying. Sorry.
And I am pretty committed, have a lot of willpower. I will join the fight, and I will continue to fight. If there's anything that I can do, I will bring in specialists on behavioral aspects to the possibility of the crime and what is the reactions to interrupting sleep and how that affects the community. Maybe it could be cost savings with the city when it comes to response times and what is enacted in the. So I'm here to fight, and if anybody wants to join me on this fight, I will continue.
Ms. Hart.
First, let me thank you for your service. I was Army HUA, so I understand. I will say that something for you to consider is that sometimes our larger organizations will like maybe soundproof your home or come up with things that might help your home. Afterward, I'd love to get your contact information and give you relay some information to how you might be able to get that done for your particular home, because that is a particular issue that they've had. There's a couple of organizations that does it.
Thank you.
Sir, appreciate it. Hattie, you're here. You're up next. Where's Hattie? There you are.
This is the ordinance that they passed for Fayetteville, guys. That's the actual ordinance for Fayetteville.
Got you. If that's all I've got for public comments, meanwhile, you stop. Oh, go ahead, Hattie. I
Okay.
apologize. I thought
My name is Hattie Temple, and I live at 1726 North Locust. And guys, we are really going through something out there. You know, when they redid that property, we flooded right now from that little rain that we had Friday. The side of my house, I can't even come out the side by the store because they didn't do the French drain. Now, they say they did the French drain when they redid it, but the whole back park, the back of Eastgate, is flooded. You cannot get through there. So they say that they got somebody coming out there. I just want to make y'all aware that how the mosquitoes going to be this summer from all that water that's back there. And also, please, y'all, please give us that ordinance because we really need it because, the housing crisis is going to really get bad when this Trump stuff rolled down next year. Half of the project folks is going to have to move. The folks that's not 60, in 2 years, they're going to have to move. And they're going to have to find somewhere to go. The government is going to stop paying their rent, because this mess that Trump done did up there. But that's what they passed in Fayetteville. So we brought y'all something else. So I went and got that right there copy off of Fayetteville website for y'all. So y'all can see exactly what they did in Fayetteville. That's what they passed in Fayetteville.
Thank you, Hattie. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
These people with you,
yes,
they're not on the public comment. You want to do something? That's all I can do right now.
Standing here for support.
Huh?
We're just standing here for
These are my
That's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure that they're not on the public. I got you. Anybody? Thank you, Hattie. Appreciate it. Okay. By the way, tomorrow's the open house for the new event center. It starts around 4 o'clock. I'd like to see all y'all there. 4 o'clock tomorrow, the open house on the new event center. Hattie, you need to come. You'll enjoy it. You appreciate all your people out there. Tourism collaboration, North Little Rock City Clerk's Office to host a one-day mobile food truck licensing events March 12th, if I'm not mistaken on that. And all city business license, go ahead, Ms. Diane.
They will expire March 31st. If you do not renew by April 1st, you will be facing a 25% penalty, and that is the total of the license, 25% of the total due. So please come in and renew. We really want to see you before March 31st.
Thank you. Mr. Hamilton.
Mr. Mayor, below the bidding limit of $42,921, what are the city procedures for purchasing goods and services? I'm sorry, below the state law of $42,921. I understand that we're supposed to pass an ordinance, and it simply said the mayor's designee is allowed to make any purchases under $42,921. Do we have any internal policies or procedures?
Ms. Ember?
We do, and it's a very broad question, actually, because there's all kinds of different purchases. I think it's Code 1458-103. I feel like I know it by heart, has a list that we follow. But then there's also construction projects fall into, or public improvement.
$50,000
Yeah, they
above.
fall into a different category. So we have lots of different categories that we follow. We encourage departments to get quotes. We do not have that in writing that they have to. I have been trying to work on a draft along with the city attorney of what I would like to see, but unfortunately, there's a lot of things that come up that have to take priority over that, so.
So, can I ask, talk to her? Under $42,921, there's no authority in the city that says we have to get quotes. Is that correct?
There's no authority that's correct, yeah.
Okay, so are some departments still required to get quotes by administration?
Now, I encourage people to get quotes. It's a good competitive process. Grant, if if something's purchased by a grant, that also has federal guidelines that we have to follow.
I'm okay with taking grants out of it. Let's just, for city operations, under $42,921, we don't have any internal policies for getting quotes?
Not unless it falls under any of the specific state laws, which again, there's a lot of them I can't name them all off.
Okay, and I understand that. Have there ever been any executive orders that required the quotes?
There was by Mayor Smith.
And so there haven't been any executive orders since then? So the previous administration had an executive order requiring 3 quotes?
I don't remember off the top of my head what it said. I could go back and get that answer. But in
So I
discussion with the city attorney, the executive order of a prior administration does not affect this administration, so we follow that.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
So moved.
Second?
On the motion to adjourn, Ross, Hamilton, Hart,
Yes.
And yes.
Robinson, Baxter, Harris,
Yes.
Fowler.
Yes.
And Sulaco.
Yes.
Thank y'all very much, appreciate it.